Today, my name is Jade Alberts, and we are live from Calgary, Alberta. I'm a workplace strategist that focuses on business and brand development. My passion is helping small businesses. And today's Telling It Like It Is topic is artificial intelligence. And Terry from BrainBlender, which is based out of Regina, Saskatoon, Lloydminster, Edmonton, and Calgary, will be joining me. Terry, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, where are you today?
Today, I'm in Vancouver.
Oh, in Vancouver today. So we kind of had a little conversation there beforehand saying that you drove 264,000 miles and you didn't know how many miles you flew. That's quite an amazing number.
Not really. Actually, that's small. That's last year. That's what I did. Yeah, and that's actually not as many as I've done. You know, when I was working in the field, I did actually a lot more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's trying to pull back. Yeah.
Wow.
The last year and a half, I've been trying to pull back, trying to do a little bit less and delegate a little bit more. So that's me pulling back. Well,
delegation is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, there's sometimes things that grow on their own, so it becomes organic, and it just you just kind of got to let it grow. So.
Oh, very true. Very true. I'll give a quick little introduction about what BrainBlender does. They provide business mentoring, connecting, rapid prototyping, product development, think tank, and intellectual property advice and governance. They are changing the world by offering balanced solutions. Their success is founded by your dreams becoming a reality. For example, they have partnered with E3, a third world NGO that provides help to people in need. E3 stands for Earth, Education, and Empowerment. They've provided Genesis biobatteries, a solar alternative to replace the kerosene lamps, which cause death and injuries to many people. This allows students to do the schoolwork after the sun goes down, and it's also very empowering. They've also, Genesis Home, the first algae-powered home in the world, has been doing great, and they are looking for 2 more in Saskatchewan, which is a low-income initiative. I mean, those are pretty impressive, Terry.
That's actually old.
Oh, is it?
You must have taken it off the site. Yeah, that actually, that's the one thing that we've been trying to do. We've actually had 3 women, I guess, web designers come in and find that they wanted to do different things.
Yeah.
So we've actually helped them move on in their business. So
Nice.
They haven't been able to update our site, but they have been able to move on to their own site. So we kind of left that. But right now, I think we're sitting at around 267 of those NEB homes. They're no energy bill homes. They're run by LJ. And I think right now it's sitting at about 38 farms.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, so we removed about a little over a megaton of CO2 from the air, just using electricity last year, and about 93, I think they said it was 93 tons, something like that, of curbside garbage.
Wow, that's impressive and very impressive.
Yeah, just from those homes. So so it's that's growing too, and that's one of the things that we do. We try and help out the planet by doing different things, but we also we're seeing here an anniversary pretty soon here for our first microfusion home. So that's our next phase, and that's what we've done. So we're looking at that. That's really exciting because that's
Cool.
been a year now that's been running, and that's a next generation home.
Neat.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I guess, switching back to a little bit of artificial intelligence here, how far along are we with the AI development and adoption?
AI and adoption. Actually, most people have been using it without actually realizing it for quite some time now.
Okay.
In most systems, and a lot of people aren't aware of this, that government has been using it to monitor and secure systems for the last 3 years. So most people aren't even aware that, they've been using it. I mean, of course, a lot of people have Siri on their phones, and everybody's got, voice systems in their homes now, like Echo, and Alexia. But, I mean, those are also AI systems which run. But, I mean, most of the systems that you use, most of the apps that you use have an AI component to them. Facebook has been using it, as we've seen in the past. for about 2 years in the background. So that's why you're getting the ads that you get, and and all the other things. And I mean, it'll just increase. I mean, we're going to see more and more of it. Our government has just set up a separate division, the Canadian government, under Five Eyes, that allows for monitoring and using AI as a system of cybersecurity. So, I mean, it's we're all using it, and it's already being implemented.
Oh, we see it every day. We hear it every day. And I mean, I use it every day as well without even recognizing it, as you say. So I guess how can, the small to medium enterprise businesses implement this, more efficiently into their businesses?
Well, the thing is it can take care of tasks and things that most startups start up on a slim budget, and now we're seeing it being more and more and more, where you have individual startups not having the help that they used to. So now you have AI systems that can actually offer that help, where they actually are your assistant. Instead of logging all those receipts into a box, you have an AI system which basically does it for you, does it on mobile, makes it a whole lot easier. As well as calendars, whereas, you might not know where you have to go or have to be or what meetings you have to keep up. It organizes all those things. I mean, we're working on a system right now that combines 20 of those similar systems into one single app, so that you can have one touch on your mobile device and basically order anything from a pizza to your stocks. So, I mean, it's that's really moving as far as on the AI side to convenience. It makes things a lot more convenient, so that as we see humans, people, society evolve, that it becomes more social experiences as opposed to redundant tasks that we don't enjoy.
No, very true. I mean, I know. I'm guessing that this might be Wendy that you're talking about. What you've named your system there, is that?
Well, Wendy is only one. Wendy is my virtual personal assistant, and she is an evolving system. She's also in the one right now. There's I think there's a little over 11,000 Wendy's out there.
Okay.
Because we have to name her personally. You have 3 months in which you use the system, and in that time you have to name her whatever choice that you are, something that's comfortable for you. And also, if you want her to be a male, female, or you don't even have to. You can have non-binary, which is, I mean, when you talk to it, it doesn't appeal to me. So then each person individualizes it, names it whatever they want. It could be Bob, Steve, Janice, whatever you want. But mine is a learning system, and basically tries to organize my life. So instead of having, me try and, organize my calendar and then get back to other people, it allows me to just have Wendy do it, and then she gives me like the bullet points or my preferences, how I choose to view the world, basically, which is kind of an interesting system. But, myself, as being, looking at this, from the outside in, I'm often amazed at how far she's come, because she will recognize my emotions by my voice tone, what I say, how I say it, things like that, which I didn't think we were quite there yet, but she does. And some of the conversations she has in just her initial learning, it's like talking to children. You talk to, and you explain it, and they ask questions, and you explain it back, and you're thinking, wow, just 5 years ago, I would have never thought this would have been possible.
Yeah. Yeah. So how does that benefit you, and how could that benefit these small businesses? Would they have to eliminate employees, or is this something that's just a great help?
Well, the thing is they could. That always is always there, and that's a very real reality. Yeah. I mean, I can talk to that after, but in the beginning, right? Usually solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, startups don't have the funding in order to pay for someone to actually do that, to organize it and to do all that. So that is a great money saving right there, right? So right off the start, they're saving money, they're getting organized and doing it. Now they can actually open that up later and say, okay, well now we're a little bit down the line, we're making some income, we've gained some traction, and we're going to use, I'll just say Wendy, and now she is going to help the new employee also organize their things, right? So now it's a combined system. It's a little community where Wendy is basically traffic control, and all the little employees underneath are basically using her to monitor the entire system, whether it be their messages coming in, or whether it's their schedules and where they have to be, or project deadlines, things like that. As well as she offers outside hints as well. So it could be, we're working on a project and we're kind of hit a dead end. And by the way, Wendy has thrown this out there that this might be something that is a possibility. So, that kind of opens it up so that you can have all those things.
Okay.
Now, if you talk about the other end of it, we're doing an AI for a health region. We did a whole analysis because they want to know what they could implement within the next 2 years. And they believe that in the first, what came out of the report was that 44% of the people in administration would lose their jobs. They would, either through attrition or through basically, they were no longer used. Like there wasn't anything
anymore
for them. Their job dissolved.
Their job description is yeah.
Yeah, it just basically dissolved. It evaporated.
Yeah.
So the thing is, and they were okay with that. It was around 44%,
wow,
which would increase by 10% per year for the next 5 years, right?
Okay.
So the thing is going into the future, and what most people, what we're looking and what we're advising, and what I tell college kids all the time is, your job that you're working for or that you're getting your degree for, you probably won't even be there, when you graduate, because in next, 2 years, 97% of businesses are looking at some kind of AI automation.
Yeah. By
2025, it's already going to be here, and we'll be working in a different type of economy. So the thing is, it's not about, going out and finding something and specializing in something specific, because more often than not, AI is going to do it better, faster, and cheaper. But the thing is if you have skills that are transferable, then you'll be able to do different things, which it will be needed well into the future. So as long as you have skills that are transferable, then you'll still be okay. In which case you'll be able to work in tandem with AI, so that because AI will have to learn from something, and you'll be able to work together in order to have your job and your career. And I mean, for most people, what I say is something that you enjoy,
Yeah.
Those days when you dug the ditch for, a nickel a day and did it because you had to and hated it every single day, are gone. You have to do something that you enjoy now. And that's, how work and life join together.
Oh, no, I mean, you're really, I truly believe that with artificial intelligence that, people's work-life balance is improving. I mean, I'm seeing this with the clients I'm dealing with, that we're transitioning into a little more AI, and again, it allows them to be mobile. And that is so key. As to you're traveling all around, you're never away from your assistant. You're never away from your office. It doesn't matter if it's simple programs like Slack or Dropbox. I mean, it has made our lives a lot more convenient.
Yep. Yes, certainly. I mean, and that's what we're going for. I mean, convenience is basically the next generation. I mean,
yeah.
you no longer have to drive to a set building in order to do your work. You can go outside and sit in a park now.
Yeah.
Some people can. I mean,
I've been doing it for so long, I don't even know what an office looks like. But
yeah, you're not going to do that in a manufacturing field.
No.
Manufacturing is, now manufacturing. I mean, although Tesla hit a bottleneck there. I mean, with their automated manufacturing, because some parts, we're moving faster than others.
Yeah.
But I mean, in most situations, you can do that, and now, you can almost do that remotely as well. So
yeah. Well, what I always tell people is, work is a thing you do, not a place you go. And
that's right.
And it's something that, I stress and, when I pass on to my clients or some of the people that I'm mentoring, it is something else. And it is really moving towards that rapidly. So,
yeah.
Well, I appreciate this, Terry. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and sharing your time. I myself and the viewers, we really appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
So that will wrap up our topic today. Again, I'm Jade Alberts, workplace strategist based out of Calgary. Thank you for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Again, Terry, thank you again, and everybody have a great day.
Thank you, Jade. It's great being here.